I'm broadcasting this again. Yeah.
That's the Myriad Fort.
Some kind of thing. What? What? No, Germany haven't really played it. Yeah, nice.
Let's see.
Press through the cave. The cave's this way. To the cave. To the cave we go. Oh, is it? Oh, what the heck?
Up ahead.
That thing's huge.
The wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. becoming terminal.
I died! That thing is huge and it's hard to kill. Ugh. Dang, big creature, dude.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Oh, my character's only level 2, no wonder. And he's level 3. Yeah. They're like them apples. Took you down. New armor. Huh. Oh, level up. Yeah, level my character up.
Reflexed.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way first. Visit your childhood village.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of
And
a
then a
long-lost
flashback.
past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands WUNG-FU is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now.
Oh. Yeah.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim.
Yeah.
But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that WUNG-FU is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only he'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Yeah.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Dun, 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 dun.
They look determined.
Oh,
Better watch
goodness.
out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right.
Dun, dun,
The
dun,
most
dun, dun.
important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
Excuse you. Chug.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left forgotten at the bottom of a pile of recyclables. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Oh, to make stuff.
The stuff. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Mooma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
He was so little in his backflash. Your character.
Your Mooma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Catchy. Your Mooma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion. Your Mooma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop LUPA-LUPIN from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Oh, it's glitching? That sucks.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight LUPA-LUPIN. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
No.
Here it comes. The past
The narrator
coming to haunt
talks.
the present. You must
Fighting
go
this
through
big
fire
creature.
and water to make it out of here.
No. They just
Your Muma says
toss
you
me
can
in
make
the
it
water.
if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need
So
to move
they
on.
died. That's lovely. Not. No, it was in the flashback. His mama and his papa died, or whatever you call it. Popsy. Oh.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out. It's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Right in the face.
Level 4.
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. You complete them. From this point on, the myriad is unbroken.
Okay, now I gotta head this way. Another level up. Oh, I got ability. Nice. Blaze. Nice. Bleak. Blaze.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning.
Nothing here I can get, so go in here.
Look, an emergency box from the... Wow, bet that...
Oh, a glove!
Tight fist.
Oh, it's a fist! Nice! It's a fist! That is awesome! Right there. I got a fist now! So I got a sword and a fish. A fist. A fist where you hit stuff with. That is awesome. Sweet. Knockstool. So I can switch them out. Sword
Tunnels
and my
like
fist
this still
now.
carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Check this fist out.
You've got nothing left.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Meet the war party.
Just be careful as you wander the woods. This corner of the world is called Bricktown.
Bricktown. Gotcha. This ain't the way I'm supposed to go, but I want to see what's in here. Anything good I can loot? A hat that has little ears on it. That is cute. Another hat. Wow. A new shirt. A common shirt. That's awesome. Yeah. You can put a shirt on him if you want.
Let's see.
So I got 2 side missions. I got 2 side missions I can do.
That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old... The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it.
They threw away they threw away whole cities.
Well, small ones. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried.
the trail. Side mission.
Make sure you don't walk off a cliff while you're night blind. You
Night.
found the track! So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow. No, it was never nice. It was new once, but the tracks moved on from Bricktown, and you should too.
Sweet. Any more loot? Yep. What's in here? What? A cover mask? You can put a mask on here. What? That is awesome. I'm going to add that on him and see what he looks like. I want to see what the mask looks like on his face. Oh, craft. What can I craft? Oh, modify. Oh, I can modify this.
Nothing's going to waste.
Ooh.
That's for someone a little bit more advanced.
Oh, I can't put the mask on? Well, that sucks. Yeah, well, I'm going to put a mask on him. If he gets someone more advanced. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Inventory, what is this? What the heck is this? A box. Something about a box. What? What does that do? Huh. It's cool how you can.
Looks like the Fry Sparker's knobs. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's not the Fry Sparker that's the problem. It's what's put into it. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's not the Fry Sparker that's the problem. It's what's put into it. You're not get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work.
There it goes.
It's not the Fry Sparker that's the problem. It's what's put into it.
O
You're not
N
supposed to put SKRONH in it.
O hat.
Guess that's proved right. It's a Fry Sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad.
Wow. What is this thing? Another outfit. It's a jacket. What does it look like? They don't have much health and stuff.
A flush stool seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away.
Health. What's in this locker? Another hat. What's in here? What? Awesome. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can craft and get on here. It's pretty cool.
The world is getting colorful again.
Oh. Oh. A chest. What the heck is that? Some kind. Equip that. Oh, for your pistol. Fire. That's awesome. Another hat.
Can't break it down any more than that. Hold on to that.
See, this is like a role-play game. Okay, I need to look for the other side mission. Find the fries. Side missions. Go this way. One out of 15. Notice boards. I need to go to my main mission. Soon.
You found the whereabouts. The deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees. The shadows are getting shorter by the moment.
Oh, you... piece of crud? Yeah, that's right.
A duel.
Yeah, that's right. I'm level 6 now.
What a bruiser.
I'm a bluish white. I mean, did you know I'm bluish white? Did you hear what I said? I'm level 5, I mean. I wonder what other good weapons I can find.
The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the CHUGYARD back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chuggers out of here. Big machines on. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprites. Bomper bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. You don't have the key energy for that. Shot. The day almost makes you want to smile. Let's see.
So I'm gonna pry the door open.
Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way. Let's see.
That was crazy. Start up and something over here. Okay, good. Start the up and down. First, what's in here?
It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. Nothing's more important right now than this.
Inventory.
The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart.
Gizmo.
But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. He understands history made LUPA-LUPIN a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everything. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Fan that flame!
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous.
I've got all the cold sick burns you need, Dark.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to.
I love those
I
things.
want to.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. There are more crates from before the... The story will go on as long as there is someone there to listen. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for.
What? Find a way in the ruins.
Balance is the key. This is no way to live, but keep at it anyhow. Your balance is perfect. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas.
Oh,
He's
that's
been working
awesome.
on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by
Guess
that
what
he
you get
needs
on
the
here?
scripts.
A big robot.
The best way to find Scripps is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts.
Wow, sweet. Getting the robot.
Don't get distracted by all the destruction you can see this time of day. The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. You might never want to leave the Mekton behind. That over there is Steepo-Deepo, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
Jeez, how am I supposed to do this part?
Sob about the thin air later.
They climb up something with air. Yes. I wish I can put a mask on my character. But it won't let me. Because it's not the right mask.
You'll get there with time.
It won't let me wear one yet. Oh my god.
Getting out the tin can?
Immo. Diava.
Let's see.
Let me speak to this
This one's
person.
impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Ja.
Says he's a monster haunter. The best you'll ever see.
He's a monster
Moog
hunter.
says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Person I'm talking to is a monster hunter.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make.
Amanka.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
Fear not.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Diava.
When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies.
Amanka.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot.
Why adfunu diave?
Yeah.
Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead.
Intabadam wagsuva.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up new ones.
Why adfunu diave?
Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther.
Badayan analove.
But enough of that, right?
Badayan analove.
He says the wildlife, nature,
Shouldn't.
has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Papa Zulu.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Coca-Guana.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters.
Papa Zulu.
Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fade,
Echine.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Cherry la fia.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Vaxan mar malva cherry.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Vaxan u intabadan kamaglai.
Says you stick to the haunting and shots present themselves later.
Vedse Nyavov.
Moog says you should go hunt for squip.
Ah! Darn it. I died. Because I'm in the robot, but the robot can't stand a tar. It sinks.
Como uno shalafit.
No one's going to see you coming in the dark. Wait, it's the script hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Biohazard makes your skin crawl. That's not opening on its own. Bolted shut. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death.
Is there?
Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. History is nothing but a series of stories. You can make something from that. Not going to race away this time.
What is that? Hmm.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match.
How does this gut match?
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match.
Okay. Yellow.
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
Find the locker.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
Okay, wait a minute. Does this show you that they match? Nope.
You need to line up the switches so they match.
They're supposed to be white. Yellow. Yellow.
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match.
White. Yellow.
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
I gotta find the locker. Where will locker be? Upstairs. With what? Oh. Oh my gosh. So you... No, I can break this wall, I think. Yeah. No. I can't break that wall either. Are you telling me I gotta line up the freaking... I tried to line up the power. It was wrong.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
I don't know what it is. It doesn't show. What color is what?
You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
I gotta do this right to get power to it.
So they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match.
It is lined up. What else am I supposed to be doing?
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. Seemed like you need to line up the switches so they match.
Okay.
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
I wish you'd show me what color is which. Because I gotta get up and I can't go up with no power. The elevator's locked. Oh, there's a wall here. Maybe I can break this wall. Nope. It's an electric box. It's how you get electric. But I don't know. Color supposed to be color.
You need to... Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
The elevator's locked for some reason. Stuck here because I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I know I gotta get the box working, but every time I do it, it shocks me.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified.
Okay.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match.
Now I know that gotta be white, and that has to be white. There it goes. Finally. Oh, it had to go the other way.
Enough electric current
Oh,
to
okay.
initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
I was turning it the wrong way. Because I had to run power to the elevator. It's a puzzle. A hover gore blade. Whatever that means. Oh, it's another blade.
Ride it for as long as you can.
Gotta return the gizmo.
In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster.
I got a trophy, Harvest Medal. I gotta return the gizmo. It says, turn the gizmo.
He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton's way so you can pass. Gizmo.
What the?
It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton. He's sure you remember enough of what he taught you about. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you'll see each other later.
Level 6. Now what do I gotta do? Defend the Jumbo Puff. Java Puff.
There are breaks if you want them. Brains need more airtime than this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, where is my gun? Gear. Craft. What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, I gotta go this way now. Go this way.
Smackdown. Treasure this while you can.
Oh boy.
Chin up.
Oh.
You found Bionucleus 8C. These towers are one of the main reasons the old world went under.
Tower. Well, no more getting in a robot now. I can't take it this way right now.
Your ears just pooped.
Now I can bring it out right here.
Scorch out.
Whoa. Now I can take the big robot with me. There's a Jumbo Puff. Jumbo Puff versus a robot.
That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. The Jumbo Puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance.
Oh crap. Electric performance.
A couple of more hits and it's a fried circuit board.
Oh, I'm dead. That thing's hard to defeat.
Burning fuel.
Dang. I got a trophy. Snack time. It's called snack time. He's almost defeated. It's called snack time.
bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack.
Oh, he ate me!
With a ride down the intestinal
Ah!
That's too close to the end station.
He
Better
ate
move
me!
up and away, or be swept out the bowel way.
He ate me!
Wow, what a super-sized. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty torus is already off-beat. The torus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do.
He ate me.
Who would have guessed it would go down with a throw-up? Can it really get any better than that?
He ate the robot, though. I'm still alive, okay. More parts for the robot. I'm guessing for the robot I got. I'm gonna stop this recording.